shoulder also could be weight bearing, John, because sometimes your sports position maybe you do some tackle, maybe you do some, so some of the sports required your upper limb weight bearing, okay? Just like this. So, okay? So you can make them in a quadruple position. So which is the upper limb, your shoulder is in a weight bearing position. So just like your hip, we do some bend on the hip, bend on the hip, fixated, and then doing some rocking, right? So same for shoulder, we can do it like this. So we can do it like this. Okay, so we can do A, P, okay, and then we can tell your clients to moving backward, okay, so that it is relatively flexion, right? But we are trying to sustain, just push the hand on the floor, okay, but we sustain the strap, or we sustain, or we tie the squat rack, okay, so we do it like this, but here we'll go back to the original position, okay, and then going back and forth, okay, flexion, relatively flexion, right? The arm is over here, so it is in a weight bearing position, okay? For extension, you can do it like this, P to A, okay? So you can tell him to rock forward, forward, okay? Okay, and then going back, straighten your elbow, back and forth, okay, back and forth, okay, so you can use the strap. So imagine I'm the squat rack, so the band is tying like this, he can do self mop like this, self mop, okay, or you are therapist, you can just hold the band like this and then do it in a weight bearing position, okay. So you can also try to add for rotation, okay, so you can don't just fix it like this, then you can do some rotation like this, just fix your palm, but you can do some rotation like this, okay. So for internal rotation we do AP, right, but for external rotation we do PA. So we can fixate the elbow, straighten the elbow, and then do external rotation. Okay, external. Okay, in weight bearing position. Okay, in weight bearing position. For internal, we can do it like this. Fix the band, do internal rotation. Okay, do internal rotation. Okay, so this is in weight bearing position. You can use the band no matter AP or PA, and then you can facilitate any direction of movement. Okay, so this is for weight bearing position. 即係你揀嘅啫，其實都有陣時都唔使咁 fancy 嘅，除非佢真係嗰個 sports 係真係要個 shoulder 要 weight bearing 嘅。其實你個 shoulder 要 weight bearing 嘅運動唔係好多嘅啫，係啦。嗱，你諗下你打籃球唔使 weight bearing 啦，踢波更加唔關個膊頭事啦。咁排球都係啲 open chain 啦。手球都係啲 open chain 啦，基本上膊頭好多 open chain 嘅嘢嘅，咁所以基本上90%你都係用頭先嗰啲箍住喺度喐已經得㗎啦，或者攀到喺度喐已經得㗎啦。咁即係我唯一諗到嘅一啲比較 contact 性嘅就可能啲 ice hockey 即係佢哋嗰啲會打到落地下㗎嘛，即係唔係講緊佢嗰個 stick 嘅 movement 係打交嗰種係跟住American football 好多 tackle rugby 好多 tackle即係嗰啲埋身肉搏即係甚至乎係嗰啲依家嗰隻叫咩卡巴迪都係玩 tackle 咁樣㗎嘛，咁嗰啲就會真係個 shoulder 有 weight bearing， 其實就係麻鷹捉雞仔，不過暴力版係啦，咁所以就係咯，我都諗唔到有其他 sports 係好多真係 shoulder weight bearing 好少。但係最多咧就真係，即係我自己做 rugby 啦，好多因為佢哋基本上每一個無論你係打前定打後咧，你嘅手咧唔係落地咧就係撐住個隊友嘅，係啦，你每一個 scrum 度咧都撐住個隊友嘅，咁所以成日都要撐嘅。你要呢個諗到成日都要撐嗰啲嘢咧，就基本上你嘅 shoulder weight bearing， 咁就可能有機會呢啲做完晒，咁你咪同個 weight bearing 做下咯，咁就係咁。 即係其實唔係好多運動需要嘅啫，基本上都係嗰啲埋身肉搏嗰啲先要㗎啦。咁但係大家可以思考下點樣可以做。咁另外就係、係咯體操咯，但係係咯嗰啲咩跳 break dance 咯，係啊，跟住 break dance 你撐住，跟住係咁喺度轉嗰啲，係啊，咁嗰啲咪又係 weight bearing 咯，係啦，或者頭先我咁講嘅體操嗰啲咯，打關鬥嗰啲啊嘛，gymnastics 咯，譬如 lifting 啊 ，OK， so your hands need to as push on the floor， okay. This one. So for frozen shoulder, why we do AP instead of PA for ER? Why? Can you say?
Shoulder ERAP frozen shoulder，因為 capsular。
Why? Why frozen shoulder? We can also use AP to do ER, but ER 照道理啊 theoretically we need to do PA, right? Yeah, but why? Why AP glide for ER on humeral head for frozen shoulder case is okay? Why? Think about capsule what? Think about if you see some frozen shoulder case capsulitis, you will see their shoulder often going anteriorly because the capsule is thickening, having a lot of adhesion. So most likely the humeral head is not in a correct position. So their shoulder will be like this and very round and then very anterior shift. So you may want to put them into a neutral position, but you are doing a lot of ER, IR. So what range of motion is okay? Because for capsulitis, every range stiff, every range. So just do whatever you want. Okay? But most likely why we do AP because most likely the frozen shoulder case having a lot of front shoulder. Okay, because those auntie uncle most likely auntie they are very weak. They do not have back muscles. They do not have they have very tight pec because they are holding like heavy things from market. So sometimes they are having very round shoulder. So like really severe round shoulder. So their humeral head will be like this. So you may want to from A to P to put the humerus back to a correct position, then move it in different directions. Okay. So you need to think about a case. Sometimes you don't need to follow the concave convex rule that much, okay? But you need to analyze it case by case, okay? But most likely, if you follow the concave convex rule, okay, it will be correct. It will be 99.9% correct, okay? If you are not confident at all to do some modification, just stick on the concave convex rule. So first rib, I will not demonstrate because I don't think you will really examine this in your exam, but you need to know, so for first rib mobilization, we do longitudinal core down, right? So we push the space over here, we have the first rib and then we push it down. Okay, so for shoulder flexion limitations especially, okay? And then also for thoracic outlet syndrome, because our brachial plexus is coming from our scaling triangle and then going past through under our clavicle and then going to our arm, right? So sometimes if you have thoracic outlet syndrome, can you remember? Thoracic outlet syndrome, which is a compression to our brachial plexus, right? So we have tingling on our medial forearm and then going to our fifth and fourth and fifth finger. So thoracic outlet syndrome, sometimes you may want to mobilize first ribs, or even you need to treat the related soft tissues. Maybe scalene, maybe upper, maybe pec minor, okay? So, but for first rib, you may want to do some self-MWM with the stick, okay? But I don't think it is super comfortable because the stick is hard rigid. And then you have the hard things and then stepping inside and then going into a first rib, I think it is not that comfortable. So if you really want to do first rib mobilization, I think you do manual one. Don't do the self-mod one. I don't think it is. And you need to ensure your client is stepping the sticks into a correct position. if they are stepping into the coracoid pulse, they will dizzy, they will die. Okay, so you need to have a very, very clear instructions and guidance if you really want to do the first rate end of end. 你諗下即係你哋 therapist anatomy 仔，你都未必咁容易揾到個 first rate 啦。但你何況一個可能你叫個阿嬸做咁，佢點揾到啫？一陣間篤下篤咗個大動脈咁就暈㗎啦。So I don't suggest you instruct your client to do it, but if you really want to release it, do it in a passive way. Okay? And AC joint, sometimes I think AC joint, especially for contact sports person, mainly it should be hypermobile instead of hypomobile. But if you think sometimes like capsulitis, frozen shoulder, or they are ankle, or they are non-contact sports, maybe some racket sports, throwing sports. If you find out that the AC joint is really stiff, cannot go up and down sometimes, and the interaction between the clavicle and the acromion is not that good, you can do some mobilization. Very simple. You can either press clavicle or you can either press acromion. Okay, but mainly we are trying to press acromion. Okay, why? Because mainly our up trap is connecting to our acromion, right? So sometimes if our up trap is super shitty tight, okay, it will pull your acromion elevated. So you may want to push down the acromion a little bit. Then you make them to do the flexion, horizontal, make them do some movement. Okay, just like this. Okay, make them sit upright. Okay, so you need to palpate for the AC joint line first from C. I always like to palpate it from clavicle because clavicle is super easy to find. So clavicle. Okay, then you can find the joint line over here. So this is acromion, right? So we want to push the acromion down a little bit and then tell him or her to do some flexion. Okay, so you are trying to press on the acromion instead of the humerus. Acromion. Okay, acromion. Or you can tell him to do some horizontal AD. Okay, so you can just press on the acromion. Okay, you can see the picture on the right hand corner. So you can see it is more likely pressing to the acromion instead of the clavicle because you won't press the clavicle like this. If you press the clavicle like this, you will harm the SC joint, sternoclavicular. So we actually don't move a lot of clavicle, but we can facilitate a bit of clavicle, but we don't press it like this. Okay. And also